So, I watched Halloween Kills the other day and I thought it was pretty fantastic. There's a really neat flashback scene that brings us back to the 1978 movie, so I got inspired to take the spare NECA 2018 Michael head and resculpt it into a 1978 head. So, starting off, I mixed a whole bunch of white epoxy sculpt and I'm just thinly smearing it all over the head to cover up all the wear and tear and the cracks and whatnot. I dip my fingers in water from time to time to make sure the clay goes on as smoothly as possible, because I'm being really careful to not sculpt over the already distinct wrinkles in the mask. Like his cheeks have some really distinct wrinkles, and if I put the clay on too thick, those wrinkles are just going to disappear, so I'm being careful about that. The area around the mouth is going to be the hardest to cover up, just because it's a really tiny workspace and I don't want to cover up that wrinkle too much. So now with the clay all in place, I'm just sanding it all smooth. Like, the clay did go on pretty smooth, but I'm still using my fingers, so there's inevitably going to be like some fingerprints around. So I'm just using like a really fine grit, like sponge sandpaper thing I have. I don't really know what they're called, but they're really good. So now I'm just gonna spray paint the entire thing white with some Corax white. It's a Games Workshop primer. So now, because I didn't mask the hair, I just couldn't really be bothered. I am repainting the entire hair brown with Snakebite Leather, which is a contrast paint. And I thought I could be lazy here and just do like one layer, because a contrast paint is sort of both a base paint and a wash at the same time, but it didn't really turn out how I wanted it to, so I'm gonna go in a bit later on with a dark brown all over the hair. So here's that dark brown I was talking about. It's Vallejo German black brown. So now we're just gonna do the eyes, just filling them in with black.
The blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
So I wasn't really sure what to do about the wrinkles because I didn't really want to shade them, but at the same time it does highlight a couple of details with like the lips. So I just have some light grey, it's called Administratum grey from Games Workshop, and I'm just coloring in the lips and the wrinkles on his cheeks. So lastly we're gonna do the eyebrows, and I hate painting eyebrows in general, but I think these turned out pretty well. I did mess up a little bit on the right one, but I'm just filling it in with white paint over it. So now for the dramatic reveal, how it looks on the body. And I think it looks pretty great. Overall, I think I prefer the previous head that was on the body, but I think it's just a neat little thing to have the head on. I also tried to do something. I added a little bit of extra sculpt to the chin area to elongate his face a little bit to emulate Nick Castle, but I don't think you can even see it. But anyway, it's there. Hope you enjoyed the video. I also sculpted some extra hair because I thought it was just missing, so yeah, I didn't film this, but here's the comparison picture so you can see.